Hi, my name is Brian Sikowski, and I am the Supervisor of Officials for the Eastern Football Conference. This is the 2016 preseason training video number 1. These training videos will be housed at d7officials.com under the training tab at the top of the website. The purpose of these training videos is for officials to learn. We will go over mechanics and certain calls which involve player safety, defensive pass interference, offensive pass interference, and holding. Those 3 calls seem to be the most subjective with officials and coaches. Our goal here is to standardize the way we officiate and improve the way we officiate so that the players and coaches get the best possible product on the field. In this first clip, we're going to look at a play which involves player safety and targeting. I want you to keep an eye on the wide receiver at the top of the screen, the second one in, who's running a drag route across the middle. As we all know, the second man in is always the head linesman's key, or the line judge's key, but in this case, since it's at the top of the screen, it is the head linesman. He'll run a drag route across the middle. As he crosses the center, the line judge should be looking in that belt area to pick him up as his key as he is moving towards him. The quarterback will throw a pass towards the receiver, and the receiver will initially grasp the ball, and then the defender makes a large hit on the receiver above the shoulders in the head or neck area, which in result should be a targeting call, but we do not get one here. This receiver has not established himself as a runner and is not able to defend himself, so he's therefore defenseless. So any way you put this, this should be called as targeting. Let's watch the play. As we look at it now, the receiver has just grasped the ball and the defender is in a crouch position. This should be a key indicator that is the first key ingredient of targeting. You have the crouch, and then you will see in the subsequent video a launch. The line judge does the correct thing by coming in and waving incomplete. We do not want any cheap fumbles. The wide receiver did not have time to make himself a runner, so therefore we cannot have a fumble. However, you can see here the head is lowered of the defender, and he drives his body up and through the neck area and the head area of the offensive player. For those working in the Eastern Conference, we're going to err on the side of safety. So in any time that you have a play where you think it's targeting, like this case here, and you throw the flag, I will support you every time when you're considering player safety. In this next play, let's check out the initial mechanics and positioning of the referee. The referee is in a good position to start. He is wide and deep. We wouldn't mind if he even got a little bit wider or closer to the sideline. You can use the sideline as your friend in this case because there are no coaches, because they're outside the coaching box, and you can get that wide peripheral where you can keep your tackle and the quarterback in your peripheral vision without having to turn your head. The head linesman at the top of the screen is off the field like we want him to be, and he's punching back, indicating that the widest guy on his side is deep. Now let's watch the play as it develops, and let's keep an eye on the umpire, and we'll talk about him. Now as an umpire, your initial keys are the center and both guards. Now you can see the way the umpire is looking here. We don't want him looking and turning with the play in this case, because we have the referee who's lined up on the right side of the quarterback, the right arm of the quarterback, and he's going to take everything on the front side, and the referee and the line judge at the bottom should be cleaning up everything on the back side. So there's no need for the umpire in this scenario to turn and watch the runner, because at the top of the screen we have the head linesman and the side judge who have it boxed in for any potential illegal blocks on that side of the field. So umpires, keep your focus into the interior lineman where we could have a cheap shot, and let's not try to be ball watchers and turn with the play. The head linesman does a good job hustling down the field, coming down to get the spot, And I want to make note of the excellent mechanics of the side judge here. The side judge comes into the picture barely at the end. That shows he has great cushion and is keeping the players in front of him. That's the one thing as a deep wing official, whether you're a field judge or a side judge, you do not want those players to get up on you. Then your peripheral to see the illegal blocks is going to get real small. Keep a great cushion like the side judge did here and you will be fine. For this play, I want us to concentrate on the mechanics of the line judge and the field judge. First, let's look at the initial positioning of the line judge. His feet are within the field of play, and is something that we do not want as wing officials. Wing officials should work in the middle of the white. That is their area and their area only. And by working there, it helps keep the coaches back, because they will not want to step in front of you or want to be beside you. So it helps with that aspect without you having to verbally tell them to get back every play. The second thing it does is help with your peripheral vision. As you'll see in this play as it progresses, the line judge will move down the field and actually work out of bounds. So he wastes some steps going from inbounds to out of bounds instead of moving laterally down the field. He does a great job hustling to get to the play, but as you will notice, he goes a little bit too far. Let's run the first half of the play and take a look. As you saw, the line judge does an excellent job holding the line of scrimmage because he is ultimately responsible for whether the pass crosses the line of scrimmage or stays behind it. He's also secondary responsibility for ineligibles downfield, where the umpire has primary responsibility. But you'll notice here that the line judge is right in line with the ball carrier. We don't want that to happen here. We would like our line judges or head linesmen, if this is on the other side, at this point of the play to be about the 19-yard line. That way he is looking forward and he has the play boxed in with the field judge, who right now should be on the goal line. Let's finish up this play and watch how it ends. As you can see from the end of this clip, the runner getting driven out of bounds almost runs into the line judge. So again, it would be great if right about now he was about the 14-yard line. He would still be able to come up and get the spot where the runner went out of bounds. He's doing a great job killing the clock, as he should be. But being further back would allow him to see if there was a possible late hit or any other dead ball infractions that could occur around him. The other thing I want to note is the field judge. Look, you can see him coming in from the left-hand side of your screen, and he's doing a great job according in and getting to the ball, to the play. Whether it be a normal run or a play like this, we want to see our deep officials coming in and making their presence felt. Even if it is just talking to the kids saying, hey, good job, way to roll off the pile. It gives that presence that we're there watching all the time, as we should be. So I want to commend the field judge on his mechanics on this play. This next mechanic we're going to look at is the goal line mechanic. As you can see, we're snapping from about the 3-yard line going in. So the initial movement for a head linesman or a line judge should immediately be to the goal line. And as you will see in this case, the head linesman does an excellent job moving right to the goal line and crouching down in position to be ready for a play at his pylon. Since the head linesman and line judge are moving directly to the goal line, the responsibility of the line of scrimmage then moves from the line judge to the umpire. And this is a great opportunity in the pregame for wing officials and the umpire to talk about this. So as you look at the umpire on this play, he backpedals a few steps, and he should actually move a little bit forward because he is now responsible for that pass crossing the line of scrimmage and, again, ineligibles downfield. So let's take a look at this play, which turns out to be a reverse pass. One key component that I forgot to mention in the first part of the play, with this being a double pass, we all know that the first pass has to be backwards. And as you saw, it was pretty evident that the first pitch was backwards, but however, somebody in the crew must know this. On a normal scenario between the fives, the line judge is the person who is responsible for knowing whether the pass is forward or backwards in any case. But with this being a special situation with goal line mechanics and him moving directly to the pylon at the snap, he's going to need a little bit help from the referee here. And that should not be a problem from the referee, because he is keying right on that quarterback and making sure he's safe. That doesn't mean the line judge can't help, but we must know that this first pass is backwards, because if we have two forward passes on a play, we know the second one is an illegal forward pass. Next, we need to look at the positioning of the referee. And as we saw from the first frame, he was not in the picture, which means that's great. He's wide enough and deep enough to get a wide peripheral and be able to keep all the players in front of him. But as this player will roll out to the right, we'll notice that the referee comes into the frame. And this could be because he's focusing too much on his key and not understanding that the play is rolling towards him. But we got to have that feel that the play is rolling towards me. I need to back out in a 45-degree angle so that I do not get too close to the players for my own safety and for the player's safety. This is the fifth and final clip of the initial preseason training video number 1. And here we're going to have great reverse mechanics by the crew. Quarterback will throw an interception to the head linesman's side at the top of the screen, and you will see the head linesman and line judge immediately retreat into reverse mechanics. Now, we're not all as athletic and fast as these players today, but I want to commend them for noticing the interception and trying to get back to the goal line as quick as possible. The other thing you will notice at the end of this clip is there's one official, the referee, who is in excellent position, who is waiting on the goal line for the runner to cross. So I really want to commend this crew on great reverse mechanics and a good job on this play. Another thing to note is the head linesman does a good job shuffling downfield like he should. And now the ball is intercepted, and you will see both the head linesman and the line judge start working their way back to the goal line, because that's their responsibility. And what should be happening now is the field judge, the side judge, and the umpire should be cleaning up behind the play and moving forward. Ultimately, the responsibility of the spot transfers from the head linesman and line judge to either the deep wings, whether it be the side judge or field judge. But in this case, the player returns the interception for a touchdown. And there, as you can see, the referee is in excellent position on the goal line, moving towards the sideline to box in the play, and with confirmation from the head linesman, and that's very important in this play. Before the referee goes up and gives this touchdown signal, he's going to look to the head linesman to make sure he did not have him stepping out before going up for a touchdown. That would be making eye contact, giving a thumbs up, whatever. But as we all say, once you give a touchdown is forever. And we do not want happening the referee here going up and the head linesman coming down the field having the player stepping out at the 2 or 3 yard line. But great job by this crew and with their reverse mechanics, and especially great job to the referee for being on the goal line and waiting to signal touchdown. This concludes the Eastern Conference 2016 preseason training video number 1. I want to thank you for viewing the video, and if you have any plays or want to send me plays that I can include in further training videos, please reach out to me by using the Contact Me function on the d7officials.com website. Thank you again, and I hope that you learned something watching this video.